So the next important aspect of accounting is social accounting, where a lot of efforts are needed to report the activities of the organization to the society so that it can be judged whether the people are people which are dealing with the business are absolutely doing something for the society, or they are fulfilling the objectives of the society or not. Because we cannot judge the business with isolation from society, because it is the society from where the stakeholders get the various things from the society. For example, if the business has to get the people, that is from the society. If the business has to affect the natural resources, then it is going to affect the society. So similarly, if the business is harming to the environment, that means it is affected to by the it is affected to the society. So therefore it is very important that what kind of social things are done by the business for the welfare of the society, how much they are spending, and how much they are doing for the benefit of the society. These are the things which are needed and need to be discussed. So therefore today we'll be talking about this aspect of the society which is related with the business, that is social accounting. So social accounting is a very very important aspect which need to be analyzed from the business point of view. So basically, when we define accounting, we say that accounting is the art of recording, classifying, then uh, analyzing and interpreting the financial statements. So as far as social accounting is concerned, it is the measurement and reporting of information concerning the impact of an entity and its activities on the society. So in social accounting, we will measure the various information regarding the impact of entity and its activities on society, and then we will report it in some one fashion or some another fashion, so that the people or the members of the society can know what impact this entity and its activity has on the society. Because this definition is stated by Richard Dobbins and David Fanning, who worked a lot on reporting practices in terms of social accounting in the business. So therefore social accounting is a very very important aspect which needs to be considered very seriously by the business people, and they should measure the various kinds of impacts of the entity and its activities on the society. If you will not measure it, society will not forget you. They will not buy your product. They will treat you as that you are ruining the society by your various activities. So if you are doing something positive for the society, if your activities or the entities presence in the society has impacted a lot, that should be reported to the society itself. So as far as the National Assessment of Accountants, USA, it has defined the social accounting as the identification. First, we have to identify what are the various activities which are affecting the society. Second, you have to measure them in monetary terms, because in accounting you have to measure everything in monetary terms. Then you have to monitor and then report of the social and economic effects of the institution on society. So nowadays, whenever a new company is formed and they have to establish a plant, there is a social impact assessment by the government also. See, whatever the activities you will perform, you have to identify that. Then you have to measure its impact on the society. You have to monitor these activities and report the social and economic effects of your institution on the society, and report it to the general public at large. That means to the all stakeholders. So social accounting is as important as the financial accounting. So as far as the social accounting concept is concerned, its deliberation started in 1960. This concept was emerged in 1960 when the social values and expectations give rise to debate about the role of business in the society. Earlier, go back to the system of economics when Adam Smith write The Wealth of Nations. They said the only aspect of, only objective of business is to earn profit. But now there are number of social values and expectation which has given to the debate about the role of business in the society. So it is not there that only aim of the business is to earn profit. They have certain social aims also. They have a social role to play in the society. So this debate which arose in the 1960 and started, people started discussion about it. This debate focused on the nature of corporate social responsibility and gave rise to the possibility that this responsibility could be discharged through a method of social responsibility accounting. So we may call it social accounting, we may call it social responsibility accounting, or we may call it a social audit. So there are number of concepts which emerged right after discussion in the 1960s, when the people thought that social values and expectations of the people, there is a debate, there is a need to have a discussion on the role of business in the society. So from this point of view, it is very important that we should discuss the role of business in the society, and we should measure the activities which has impacted on the society, and then we should report these activities in some formats to the society itself, so that the people can know what is the role of the business in the society, what the business is doing for the benefit or welfare of the society. So as far as the objectives of the social accounting are concerned, the objectives of the social accounting can be analyzed into three segments. Number one, to determine whether individual firms' strategies and practices are consistent with the widely shared social principles. In the society in which we are living, we have certain social principles, we have certain social norms, we have one social order, and whether we have to judge by through the social accounting that whether the individual firm or business and its strategies and whatever the type of practices they are following, whether they are consistent with the widely social principles, social norms, whether they are not deviating from it, whether they are contributing to achieve the social objectives of the society itself. Secondly, to make available in an optimal manner relevant information about the firm's goals, its programs, its performances, and use and contribution to the scarce resources. How you are contributing, whether you are depleting the social resources or the natural resources, or you are contributing towards it through your goals, through your performances, through your programs. If you are ruining the environment, if you are not contributing positively to the society, if you are providing some kinds of goods and services which are harmful for the society, it means you are not contributing anything, and you should be stopped from doing such kind of business. So basically the objective of social accounting is to gather such kind of information and find out the which company is best, which is provide doing social services. Similarly, we will identify and measure the net social contribution of the individual firms internally, but also those arising from external factor affecting the different segments of the society. Here we are talking about net social contribution. Net social contribution mean whatever you are taking from the society minus whatever you are giving to the society. If you are giving to the society more than the whatever you are getting from the society, then there will be positive net social contribution. So we have to assess the positive net social contribution by applying the social accounting system in the organization. Now, Brummett in 1973 has identified five possible areas where scope of social accounting lies. So one is net income contribution, second is human resource contribution, third is public contribution, fourth is environmental contribution, and fifth is product or service contribution. So in all five spheres, you have to contribute. If you are contributing positively, that means an organization is doing something positive for the society. So first aspect which Brummett has identified is a net income contributing. Net income contribution doesn't mean that you have to earn the profit by one way or the another, but ignoring the social objectives of the society. When we say that net income contribution, that means you are earning profit in a socially acceptable manner. So socially acceptable manner is required to be accepted while doing all these things. So if you are earning profit in socially acceptable manner, that means without any harm to the society, without any harm to the natural resources, without any harm to the environment, you are giving positive quality goods and services, you are not ruining the surrounding area by your activity, and everything is appreciated by you. And apart from that, then you are earning the profit. That means profit is earned in a socially acceptable manner. You are not doing anything to earn the profit which harm the society or its objectives, or you are not considered as evil in the society. Then it means that you are earning profit in a socially acceptable manner, and you have to report this how you are earning profits in a socially acceptable manner in the various reports which are in the form of social accounting. Similarly, then you have to contribute in the human resources, yani human resource contribution. That means your recruitment practices and policies are favorable for the society. You are giving training to the human resources. You are building experiences. You are enriching jobs. You are giving handsome wage and salary, contributing for the wealth of the society, and congruence of employees and organizational objectives. You are not only considering to earn profit only, but you are also contributing the employees objectives, and you are providing job safety and occupational health. If you are doing all these things positively, it means you are contributing in the field of the human resources. Similarly, then there is a public contribution. That means impact of organizational activities on individual generally outside the organization. And these organizational activities include general philanthropy, how much you are doing to as a donation to the hospitals, schools, and education, how much schools you have opened, how much health facilities you have provided to the society. Similarly, sometimes you voluntary comes up. For example, in COVID-19 situation, the whole society was in the group of corona. So at that time, there was a need of certain people. Government cannot do anything for all. So there is a voluntary commitments from your society that you will provide food and shelter to the people who are surrounding you, and you are even training and giving employment of a handy to the handicapped person so that they can earn bread and butter. So there are numerous types of activities which are in the philanthropic nature, which are for the welfare of the community, which are for the welfare of the human being. So if you are contributing, how much you are contributing, that needs to be reported to the various stakeholders. Then there is an environmental contribution. On the one hand, you are not depleting the environment, and on the other hand, you are contributing positively for the environment. How much you have spent for the planting of the trees, how much you have spent for cleaning the air surrounding you. If you are depleting the air, some machinery needs to be installed in your organization which can clean the environment. So therefore there are number of numerous activities which you can do for the environmental protection and contribute positively for the welfare of the society. Then you have product or service contribution, and this area relates to qualitative aspect of the organization product and services. So whether your product is very useful, it has utility, how much durability your product has, whether product safety and serviceability well as the welfare of the people you are contributing, whether role of the product or service is positive, how much customers your customers are satisfied, and how much honesty you are playing in advertising their product. So if you are doing these things diligently, you are providing quality products and services to the people, they are durable, their products are safe, and its serviceability is very high, and your product or services contributing for the well-being of the human, and customers are satisfied, and you are honestly doing all these kind of advertising the products, etc., it means you are contributing for the society. So that means your positive net income contribution, net social contribution will be positive. So there are number of various kind of practices through which you can report these. As you know that after the financial statement you have certain disclosures in footnotes. So one way to report is to narrative disclosure in footnotes to financial statements of information concerning environmental issues and efforts made. So American Accounting Association said that though we cannot describe these activities in the financial statements, but if you are doing something positive, either monetary or non-monetary ways, so if you are doing monetary ways, that will be reflected in your financial statement that this much expenditure you have done for the welfare of the people. So even then, you can explain their details in the disclosure in the footnotes to the financial statements so that you can give the various information. Secondly, there may be certain kind of non-monetary information on pollution control facilities and emission, etc., that you can report in the notes to the accounting. Similarly, you can have a sophisticated social audit. So many organizations in India like Tata Steel, they are having a regular social audit of their organization, which explain what are the social expenditure you are earning, incurring, and what kind of social gains you are getting. And on the basis of that, net social income is reported. So comprehensive report providing all social benefits and the social costs resulting from the activities of the enterprise may be reported in the social audit. So one way of describing the all social activities is through narrative disclosure in the footnotes of the financial statement. Similarly, we can have a sophisticated social audit report which can be annexed to the annual report of the company. So these are the ways through which you can make all these things. Similarly, we can have comprehensive social cost benefit model that matches the direct benefits and the direct cost generated by the organization and show the resulting net surplus or deficits to the society. So in this comprehensive social cost benefit model, we will first find out what are the various direct benefits through the activities of which the impact of the society is there, and similarly we will find out the direct case. If that is positive, it means that we are contributing. If that is negative, that means direct cost is more than the direct benefit, that means we are giving deficits to the society. So separate section, similarly we can have separate section in the director's report. So in annual report there is one director report. So in director report, which is a letter to the shareholder, very often directors address to the shareholders and employees what we have done. Similarly, we can have coverage of social matter as a part of major topic of interest in reports. You can give in the media, you can give an advertisement, you can publish separate documents regarding this. So on the basis of that, you can report all these things to the various kind of people. Now let's discuss with you the efforts of the Tata Steels, which they are doing for this kind of activities. So that is basically a sustainability report which they prescribe. So let us discuss if it works, how the Tata Steel is doing this.